Hello everyone and welcome back to TradeSmart. Recently, I saw this award-winning Hoffman retracement bar trading strategy on almost all of the big strategy backtesting channels. So, I could not resist to test it 100 times and see if it is really that good. For the backtest, I am going to use the 50-minute chart on Bitcoin USDT. First, I will explain the basics of the strategy, then I will show you the chart setup with the indicators and their settings. After that, I will show you the rules for long and short entries and test the strategy 100 times. Finally, I will show you the results and give you my thoughts on this strategy. Without further to say, let's get right into it. The Hoffman strategy is based on retracement bars. But first of all, what is a retracement bar? A retracement bar is basically a candle that has closed more than 45% of their highs or their lows. A bullish retracement bar is when we have a 45% retrace from the lowest point of the candle. Therefore, a bearish retracement bar is when we have a 45% retrace from the highest point of the candle. These candles can be spotted easily as they have relatively big wicks compared to normal candles. But to make it as easy as possible, we are going to use a TradingView indicator to spot these candles. So, type in Rob Hoffman and click on the Inventory Retracement Bar indicator. Once you have it on your chart, you will see small green and red triangles below and above a few candles. The green ones represent bullish retracement bars and the red ones bearish retracement bars. Generally, a bullish retracement bar would suggest that the price is expected to move up and the bearish bar suggests that the price will drop. The basic logic behind it is that after the price has dropped, the traders started buying up the asset rapidly, creating a long wick under the bar. This suggests a bullish momentum switch. It might be a bit confusing, but in this strategy, this is not how we are going to use these bars. But don't worry, I will explain everything you need to know. So, let's say you spotted a bullish retracement bar. Now what you expect is that the price to move up. But let's say instead the price breaks below the wick of this bar. Now the expected bullish momentum is not in play anymore. This can create an increasing selling pressure as other traders spot that the bullish retracement bar failed. So now the most logical thing to do is to go short. This is going to be the main idea behind this strategy. The second step for this strategy is to only trade in the direction of the main trend. For this purpose, there is one extra indicator which is needed. So again, go to the Indicators tab and type in Rob Hoffman. Now click on the Rob Hoffman overlay set. This overlay might seem a bit messy, but don't worry, it will become much clearer once I explained how to use it. First, go into the settings, uncheck these boxes, and set this one to line style. So if you've done that correctly, your chart should be looking something like this. These lines represent different moving averages and will help us to determine the main trend. Now I've seen a lot of different videos on this strategy and all of them used slightly different rules. So my approach might be also a bit different. And now let's go over the rules for long and short entry. For long position, the first thing we need to see is that the purple moving average is above the green one. The next criteria is that there can't be any of the white lines between the purple and the green line. This confirms a strong trend. Once both of these criteria are met, we are waiting for a bearish retracement bar. As you can see, on this candle we just found one. Now let's set up our entry point, stop loss and take profit. For stop loss and take profit placements, we are going to use the NNFX ATR indicator. So for the last time, open up the Indicators tab and type in NNFX ATR. Once you got it on your chart, open up its settings, untick the main ATR and the TP lines. Now set the SL value to 1, and finally go into the style settings and set the line style to step line. The take profit and stop loss placement is now very easy. Grab a long position tool and just click on the high point of the bearish retracement bar. The stop loss then goes to the red NNFX ATR line, and the take profit is a 1 to 1.5 times ATR. The next important step is that we will only enter into this position if right on the next candle or entry level gets hit. Otherwise, the whole setup is invalid. Now let's see what happens. As you can see, on the very next candle our entry level was hit. So we are now in a long position. Just a few candles later our take profit was hit, and this was a successful trade. Let's see a short position. For a short position, first the purple line needs to go under the green line. Just like with the long position, we can't have any of the white lines between the purple and the green MA. Once those two criteria are met, we are waiting for a bullish retracement bar. Here we just got one. Now let's set up a short position just like we did with the long positions. Entry level goes just below the wick of the retracement bar, Stop loss goes to the NNFX ATR line and we are targeting 1 to 1.5 times risk. Keep in mind that the entry is only valid if the entry level gets hit right on the next candle. Let's see if that happens. As you can see, the entry level was hit, so we are in a short position. And just a few candles later, our take profit was hit. Before I show you the 100 backtest, there is one extra thing you need to know. In the original strategy, another requirement for entries is to have the 20 length EMA, which is the green line, in a 45-degree angle. Now there's one problem with this. Let's put up a 45-degree angle on the chart. As you can see here, we have a perfect 45-degree angle. But what happens if I change the scale of the chart? As you can see, we no longer have that 45-degree angle, so we can't use this method. So this method is more like a subjective one than an objective one. And here on TradeSmart, we are only backtesting objective, rules-based strategies. However, there's one solution I saw for this problem on David Tech's YouTube channel. So for that, go into the chart settings and lock the scale to 100%. This way you can change the scale of the chart, you can only zoom in and out. I tried using this method as an extra filter, but it left me with only a very few trades and haven't improved the win rate of the strategy at all. With that out of the way, now let's see the 100 backtest. And the results are in. If you find value in my content, don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. After 100 trades on the Bitcoin USDT pair on the 15-minute time frame with a 1 to 1.5 type risk to reward ratio, we had a negative 10% gain on the account, risking 1% per trade. Well, as you can see, these results are not so great. I tried it with different stop loss levels, but those results were even worse. Let's take a look at the equity curve. At the beginning, we can see that it started with an uptrending period, but it quickly failed to hold those levels and we started going steadily down. This shows that probably it's not just a bad selection of trades, but the strategy itself performs bad. Finally, let's go over my thoughts on this strategy. In my opinion, despite the bad results, it can be made into a profitable strategy with a few added indicators and filters. But in its current form, it won't be a profitable one. For example, it might be a good idea to try out different risk-to-reward ratios or trading stop-loss methods. Besides that, using an RSI or stochastic RSI for spotting overextended bad entry points should improve the overall results. If you try to improve this strategy, share your findings with us down in the comment section. And that wraps up today's video. For premium trading scripts, optimizations and private Discord server, visit our Patreon page and become a Smart Trader tier member today. Links down in the description. As always, thank you all for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have an amazing day and see you in the next video.